Winston here. Today we're going to be talking about something that I could not wait to actually bring up because it is such an important topic. You cannot afford to skip this video. The language that we use, the language that we say to ourselves, the language that you talk out loud to other people, the language that you use in conversation is a clear indication of your subconscious mind and your identity. So in other words, subconscious mind. When someone says, "Oh, can you do this?" and say, "No, I can't do that." You can do anything, it's just you won't do. In other words, someone says, "Oh, say you have a wedding on Saturday," and someone says, "Can you come and support me while I run in this 5K race for breast cancer?" Instead of saying, "I can't do that," you can actually do that and skip the wedding, and you're like, whoa, that's just priorities. No. You have a choice. You have just chosen. Here's the thing. What if someone very close to you, like your spouse or your mother, was admitted to the hospital? Would you skip the wedding then? Yeah, I think so. So that gives you the indication that you have a choice. So at any time, instead of saying the word can't, say I won't. Instead of saying I can't go to your 5K breast cancer awareness 5K run, say I'm not going because I have a wedding. Don't say I can't, because when you start saying I can't, then you'll start saying I can't for other things. I can't go to the gym. I can't approach that girl. I can't start the business. I can't read a book a day. I can't lose weight. I can't stop smoking. I can't stop drinking. Anytime you say I can't, it's an easy out to other things that you want to do in life. So first of all, eliminate I can't. It has to go away. Just bye-bye. Leave it. Go away with it. Number two are the words that are not affirmative. The words that are like, maybe, like, yeah, maybe if I get around to it. Anything that you say maybe, you're not committed to. And if you're not committed to, you're not achieving. So words like try and might and maybe and could and should and if I had time and we'll see, those are all just mushy, disgusting words that your life should just be yes or no. We're going camping, yes or no. You're starting a business, yes or no. You're going to the gym, yes or no. Just like in the book right here, Playing the game in today's way, or playing the game the new way. He says, Carl Frederick says, there's no trying. You either do something or you don't do it. You can't try. Say I'm trying to take this book out of my hand. I already said this in another one. This is not taking the book, but I'm trying. No. You're not doing it. Okay, you took the book out of my hand. I'm trying. No, there's no trying. You do it. In other words, this means you're not doing it. You're not taking the book out of my hand. I took the book out of your hand. So there's no trying. It's yes or no. Are you going? Yes. Okay, be committed to it. Are you starting a business? Yes. So the maybe words eliminate. Catch yourself. That's the biggest thing. You have to catch yourself when you're talking to yourself. I catch myself all day. Perfect example. I was waking up today. Did I feel like doing a video, eating well, and going to the gym? I came up with so many excuses. I said, no. You're not tired, Charles. You're committed to this. So catch yourself when you talk to yourself. As Shad Helmstetter says, watch what you say when you talk to yourself. You have to catch the words of I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, this is not possible, it's a challenge. Anytime you start thinking that, just leave it away. There's an MMA fighter from Ireland. Name slips my mind, but he doesn't have I can't. He's just saying I'm the king. Like Muhammad Ali said, I'm the king, I'm the best. You have to dethrone me. He believed that. He internally believed that. He didn't have a challenge. There was no challenges in his way. Yeah, he faced challenges, but he didn't see them as challenges. He saw it as just a little blip on his way to kingdom. So watch the words. You'll say this in conversation. Your boss will come to you and they'll say, have this project by Friday. I can't. Well, actually, you can. You can do it. You can do it because if you stayed there and you didn't sleep, you can have it done. So don't even use the word I can't. The timing might be challenging. The workload might be challenging. There might be other deadlines and resources that you need. But saying the word I can't means that you give up all accountability. It gives up all just permission for you to accept responsibility. And essentially in the book that I'm reading by Brian Tracy called No Excuses, he says you have to accept 100% responsibility. So number one is those mushy maybe words, like maybe, should, could, would, we'll see, if I get around to it, if I have time. Listen, if you have time, if someone gets admitted to the hospital like your wife or your child or your mother, I think you'll have time. So don't say the word I don't have time. Yeah, you do. You just prioritize other things in that situation. Perfect example is that when you say I can't, we have a choice in everything. I had a choice to come down. I'm pointing up because I live in a duplex apartment. I had a choice to wake up or not wake up. I had a choice to go to my family's birthday. Like, well, no, you have to go. No, you don't have to go. You have a choice in everything you do. As Mel Robbins says in Stop Saying You're Fine, she says, she says, you'll have everything you want if you do everything you don't want to do. So if you do everything you don't want to do, like wake up early, go to the gym, ask for the sale, make that cold call, eat well, ask that girl out, approach that girl, whatever it is, you'll have everything in your life. So watch the words that you say to yourself internally, as Shad Homestetter says. Watch the words that come out of your mouth. It's a challenge. It's going to be difficult. Just say, you know what? I am committed to it, or you know what? It's something that I'm not going to take on. It should be a black and white world. The words that we use are super important. You'll hear someone say, that's not me. I'm not a funny person. Oh, really? Who decided that? Who told you when you were born you're not funny? You believed it. You believe you're not funny. I wasn't funny. I was always the slapstick comic kind of guy. Now I'm legitimately funny. Number one is I believe I'm funny, and then I have the external validation of people laughing at good jokes, belly laughing. Yeah, I'm not funny all the time. But then there's other things when people say, I'm not a public speaker. Really? Who decided that? Tell me who decided that. Was that you? Did you convince yourself on that? I think so. Nobody can tell you who you are. So when I'm not an athlete. I don't go to the gym. I can't stop drinking going out. That was one for me. Is that I'm like, what are my friends gonna think? What's my family gonna think? Then I went out 2 days ago, and my best friend, who is a big fraternity guy, we're out of school, over a decade, but he was a big fraternity guy. He has joined multiple private clubs in the city where there's scotch and cigars and things like that. I was out with him at a charity event, and he goes, I'm an athlete. I'm biking now. I am biking in the morning. I don't drink. He now put an identity on him that he never had. He chose that. No one said, hey, Kari, you're not drinking anymore. You're an athlete. He said, I am an athlete, just like the be, do, have. You be something, I am an athlete, then you don't drink, which is the doing, and then you have the body, the confidence, the self-esteem, the energy, the enthusiasm. So watch out for you'll hear this in conversation. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, especially if you're a leader, you're a manager, someone that actually goes and literally tells people what to do. You have to catch people, because usually they're telling a story, they're making an excuse, or they just have negative self-talk. So in a perfect example, one of my employees said, I don't have time. Really? Why don't you have time? Well, I wake up at this time, then I breakfast, and then I go for a run, and I come to work. Oh, what about waking up early? Yeah. What about waking up earlier? What about having breakfast at work? Well, you will make time. If something important comes into your life, you will make time. What you're doing in your life every single day is either making an excuse. You have a story that I'm not that person. I'm not that outgoing person. I'm not a public speaker. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a business owner. I'm not a good father. I'm an alcoholic. These are serious things that we put identities on. Oh, who told you that you're not a good father? Who told you that you're not funny, or that you don't deserve wealth or happiness or fun, or, as Ty Lopez says, health, wealth, love, and happiness. Those are the four things. Health, that's your whole body, and what you do to your body. In other words, do you treat it well? Your skin 3 months from today is exactly what you feed it. In other words, you feed yourself crap, your skin's gonna look like crap. People apply things to their skin, yet they look like crap. That's like putting makeup on a frog. I forgot the whatever it is. All right, so number one is how you talk to yourself when internally you're walking down the street, you're driving, you're at work, and you say, you have choices in everything you do. Go on social media. When you come home from work, have that beer, watch TV, sit on the couch, or read, eat healthy, and just sit in peace with yourself. My favorite thing when I'm not doing anything at night, I go upstairs, I have a rooftop, and I sit there, I listen to Alan Watts, and I look up at the stars, and I just dream. I just sit there in silence. I'm like the happiest person. I'm an extrovert. So that's the funniest thing. I put that identity on myself, is that I'm an extrovert. I'm gonna have a video tomorrow about your identity, who you are. Who told you who you are? So watch the words that you use. Watch out for the can't. Anytime you hear negative, this is the easiest way, is first pay attention to other people. That's the funniest. You'll be in a conversation and someone will say, yeah, I'm just not a runner. What do you mean? Is that like something I didn't know, that you're born to run? Like when people say, oh, he was a born athlete. Really? Okay, that's great. I don't know what that means, by the way. He has the genetics. Okay. Is there only one person in the NFL? What about the people that did not have the genetics? What about the people that worked really hard to where they are? Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, then I don't have time to work out and maybe make the NFL, or I don't have time to start the business, or I don't have money or the resources. Okay. Those are excuses. Those are stories that you tell yourself to make you feel better so you're not doing it. Okay? Watch the words that you say to yourself. It will change your life. It has changed my life. I shouldn't even use changed. It changes my life, because every single day, every single moment, I am looking at the words that I use. If I'm using improper words, I thought my alarm was going off. If I use improper words, I literally snap out of it and say, okay, you're not tired. Perfect example, yesterday I was coming back on the subway, I had a hockey game, and I'm like, Charles, do you really want to go to your hockey game? And then I said, whoa, I'm not tired. I'm fine. I'm awake. I'm alive. I need this. And then when you convince yourself, because you're using excuses to feel better, that you're going to potentially skip a hockey game or meeting or your child's baseball game on Saturday or whatever, you use excuses to make yourself feel better, all right? So number one, watch the words that you say internally to yourself. Watch the words that you say in conversation. Listen to words that are said in conversation around you, to your spouse, with your friends, with your colleagues, because they'll say, I don't think that's possible. And then you accept it, because you don't actually believe that. I don't think we can get that done. Or I think our competition is too much. Really? Well, what about those businesses that are going to take over the competition in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? What about those Ubers or those Googles or those Apples of the world? Or the Teslas, who took on an industry that has been around for over 100 years, established globally with conglomerates making tens of billions, if not hundreds of billions of dollars, and Tesla takes them on. Building a car, that's incredible. Building a smart car that's electric. So don't tell me you don't have the resources or the time or the ability, or it's a challenge. Yeah, it may be difficult, but don't even say but. Don't even use any negative words at all in emails or anything. I don't use but, can't, might, maybe, should, could, would, blah, blah, blah. Any of the maybes or the nots, I eliminate them entirely. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe. I come out with a new motivational video every single day. We're pushing 15, actually probably, whatever amount of minutes. Subscribe below. I also have links to all the books I talked about below. I also have a vlogging channel, which you can see below, and as well, Instagram, which is my favorite social media network. I live in New York City, and I love what I do. I will talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome day, and listen to what you say in your mind, what you say in your words, and what other people in conversation say to you. Have an awesome day.